how can we ensure our employees actually show up and engage with a live virtual training session? So this is a really good question that I get quite a lot, and it's very important that we do address this. So that question, how can we ensure there is good employee engagement in virtual training? So I hear it all the time, and for good reason. I understand that management are often worried about getting low attendance or having a session where employees turn off their cameras and just tune out. So I found that the secret to high employee engagement in virtual training doesn't come down to one single thing. It's a combination of a great delivery method and a collaborative approach. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, we ensure that it is worth their time. So we ensure that the training is practical and immediately applicable to their work. Employees are far more likely to attend and engage if they know they will leave the session with new skills they can use straight away. The training is active, not passive. Our sessions are designed to be highly interactive. We use polls, whiteboards, and real-time questions to keep participants actively involved. A session where you just passively watch a presentation is a session where Zoom fatigue starts to set in. We also partner with HR. Now we can work with you to build pre-training excitement. We can provide you with a short video, a PDF brief, or a simple message to send out that highlights the value of the upcoming training, so employees see it as a benefit, not a chore. Now, if you would like, or if you think these would be useful and you'd like these for your team, just mention it on our initial consultation and I'll add that in for you free of charge. I've found that when training is relevant, interactive, and well promoted, engagement naturally follows. Next question. What's the optimal length for a live virtual training session to prevent Zoom fatigue? So the optimal length for a live virtual session is dependent on many factors. There's not one single answer. For example, the location where the delegate is engaging in the training. Is it at home or are they in the office? Will they be required to take part in other work activities? Or can they focus solely on the training for the duration? If it's in the office, how loud is their environment? So although the optimal length is debatable, my experience has shown that a short break every hour helps to keep things running smoothly, and it gives people a chance to stretch their legs and come back fresh. As well as a short break every hour, which is normally 10 minutes or so every hour, typically there will be a longer 1 hour break for lunch. This will obviously depend on the length of the training, but this longer break is important as it allows delegates to take time out and to recharge, feeling energized and ready to complete the training for the day. There is also the option to break training down into multiple sessions, and I am happy to accommodate this. For example, splitting a full day's training into 2 or 3 sessions. Now again, we can discuss this on your initial consultation if it's preferable for your team. Next question. How do you handle Q&A and breakout sessions in a virtual format? So I've developed a smooth, seamless process for both. For Q&As, I encourage a steady stream of questions throughout the session using the chat function. Now this ensures that questions are answered as they arise and that participants do not have to wait until the end of the session. I also make sure to set aside a specific time for a live Q&A at the end of each training. For breakout sessions, I leverage Zoom's breakout room feature. I'll give clear instructions to each group, and I can drop into different rooms to answer any questions or check in on progress. The smaller group setting is a fantastic way to get a normally quiet person to speak up and to get hands-on with the new skills. So the goal is to replicate the energy of an in-person workshop, and these tools are essential for making that happen. Next question: how do you handle difficult or disengaged participants in a virtual session? So while this is rare in my sessions, this is a valid concern. My approach is to prevent disengagement from happening in the first place, but I'm also prepared to handle it if it does occur. So the first way is with proactive engagement. So our interactive polls and group activities are designed to be difficult to ignore. Participants are promoted to take action, which makes it harder for them to be passive. I can also use private communication. So if I notice someone appears disengaged, I can discreetly send them a private message in the chat to check in or to ask a direct, simple question. And another way is positive reinforcement. So we celebrate participation. When someone asks a great question or shares a thoughtful idea, we acknowledge it publicly. This creates a positive atmosphere where everyone feels encouraged to contribute. My focus overall is on creating an inclusive, safe, and engaging environment where everyone feels comfortable and motivated to learn. Next question: what should I expect on your free initial consultation? So our free initial consultation is a casual, no pressure conversation designed to ensure that we're a good fit. The call typically lasts for about 15 to 20 minutes and has three main goals. The first goal is I get to know you. We'll discuss your company, your team's specific challenges, and your overall goals. What problems are you trying to solve? What would a successful outcome look like for you? The second goal is that you get to know me. This is your chance to ask me any questions that you have about my experience, methodology, or approach. It's an opportunity to see if my style and expertise align with what you're looking for. And the third goal is to determine the next steps. So by the end of the call, we'll both have a clear idea of whether my training is the right solution for you. If it is, then I can provide you with a detailed proposal and a clear path forward. If not, you'll still leave with some valuable insights and a better understanding of what your team needs. My goal is always to be helpful first, so you can be confident that you'll leave the call with clarity regardless of the outcome. Next steps. So if you're ready to get started with me, you can book a free consultation. And on this, you can find out how effective live virtual training can be for your team. So click the link in the description to book your free initial consultation with me. Another thing you can do is you can subscribe to my newsletter. And when you do, you'll receive free mindfulness soundtracks that you can share with your team. And these are some of the soundtracks that I offer up when I do my mindfulness and wellbeing 6-week course. So to access that and to receive that newsletter with upcoming course dates and more every month, you can find the link in the description. Another thing you can do is explore my CPD Hub. So if you're ready to invest in continuous learning, then check out my Continuous Professional Development Training Hub. And you can click the link in the description to learn more about my hub. And finally, if you found this video useful, please share it. So share it with anyone you know who would also find it useful and helpful, and I'd really appreciate that. So that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it interesting, and I'll look forward to seeing you in another one very, very soon. Thank you and goodbye.